Hey guys, Zolard here, back in with another review, and yes, it's another Marvel Legends figure. Oi! But this is not a Hasbro one. This is Toy Biz. You know, the people who A, put a lot of work into the sculpts, B, didn't make every figure on the same old body mold, and basically, there was a little bit more effort involved, I think. Then again, some of the effort was great, some of it was kind of lackluster. This one kind of falls in the middle, because it is a really, really cool figure. I know a lot of people don't really care for this Venom, and mostly because the new Marvel Select one, the Spidey Classics one, well, that's about it. Those are only two that really get used as signature Venoms now. But when this came out, I think it was, for the time, it's pretty good. Now, I picked this up from Cooper's Cave, Games and Paintball. They also do comics and action figures. I don't know if they do video games, but they are basically a comic shop, and I love those types of places. But this one's a little different from the Comic Depot, because instead of packing the loose Legends figures and 6-inch scale figures in little baggies with cardboard hangers, they stuck them in one of these. This is a big old plastic container, and as you can see, it is pretty darn big. This is way taller than the figure, and that's pretty freaking cool. I like this little container because I can use it to display a rare piece in. I don't know what that piece is yet, but maybe it'll be the frickin' Marvel Select Venom, so he won't fall over all the time. But the lid just opens on the top. You can just remove it, and then voila, clear stand. But yeah, it's just like a bucket, I guess. You know, more than likely that might be used to store accessories, or like I said, a prototype figure if I ever obtain one. But yeah, size comparison, this is going to be my first Legends review in a while. That size comparison less, because I don't have really any figures to compare this to. Well, you know what? These aren't Legends, but they are 6-inch scale figures. I mean to review these fairly soon. Get back to place here. Here is Venom next to the Ocean Master. Won't stand. Oh, we'll just have to hold him, but he's probably taller than this guy. And then here he is next to Huntress. Just to give you an idea, because those are the only ones I could really get to. Not spoiling a surprise for 1 week of reviews. But yeah, now we're going to have a closer look at the figure. So starting off with the sculpt, it's really good. It's actually the same mold as Sabretooth. What was it, Series 6 Sabretooth? Series 6 or 3? I think it was 6 though. which I don't mind that much. I mean, yeah, the elbow spikes are a little bit not Venom and the gray claws, but it's like you could paint those. I mean, really, just get a black Sharpie and go over that, and then the spikes you could sand off, and then there you go. Maybe you can even sand his feet a little bit to make them a little more pointy, but I'm not going to do any of that. I like it how it is. Mine does not have the best paint on the chest, but you know what? I've seen worse. He's got a couple of bumps here and there, flea bites of sorts. The back looks okay. Oh, it's got some rub. But, you know, I'm not too worried about it. It looks like he's been through a little bit. He's even got some up here. That or it's paint rub, and I'm just not going to screw with it. And then he's also got some, like, white veins or something here. I don't really know what's up with that, but that's cool. The head is very McFarlane-esque. And then the eyes have a little bit of fading on them too, but what are you going to do? Articulation's really good on the head. You can look down quite a bit. You can look down, you can look up. You can rotate. It doesn't really have a ball joint, but it's there. A little teeny tiny bit of rocking action. He does have the good ab crunch movement. You can move this far back. That's painted too all the way up. And this far forward. Again, painted. Which chances are I'm going to have him hunched over a little bit. The arms have that crazy armpit joint that move them all the way up like that. That's weird. This one doesn't seem to do that. This one was just tight on this side. Yeah. I think this one's just a little tight. I know it'll move up higher, but I'm going to force it. This one gives you the full range, though, and it's a little weird. Luckily, it goes back in all the way. It's kind of strange having that kind of movement. I prefer the forward and back sort of joint. Yeah. I prefer the wiggle motion more than the hinge up and down movement. But he also has, of course, the shoulder joint on top of that. And it'll move down. Really gotta push on it to get it down all the way. But it's also got a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, giving you that much. Wrist rotation, the finger hinges here, and the thumb hinges instead of the four fingers, which is pretty cool. And it does the same over here, but this one looks a little bit more like a fist. A little bit. He's got the waist swivel, he's got the T-jointed hips, thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and then the foot hinge with the toe pivot and the ankle rocker. So standing him up straight, Venom is probably about 7 inches tall, maybe. It's Toy Biz. Their scale was a little bit smaller. Their figures were more right on the 6-inch mark rather than the 6.5. So now I'm going to pan the camera up. Now we'll bring in those same two figures from earlier. Let me see if I can get this guy to stand. Stands fine off camera. What the heck? there is Ocean Master. As you can see, Venom is taller. And Huntress, who's just completely dwarfed. Venom's like a whole head taller than Huntress. So yeah, overall, this Marvel Legends Venom, I'm going to have to give a 10 out of 10. I don't have problems with it. I know it's just a Sabretooth repaint, but I don't really care. I think it looks cool. I like the bulkiness of it. I like the look of it. I think it's a really solid figure overall. So this will be my last Legends review for a little bit. Figured I'd review this guy because I just did the Spider-Man Legends not too long ago. And with the recent news that we may be getting a new Venom excuse me, next year, possibly on the Hyperion or Grim Reaper body, I figured I'd review this one. So in case that one doesn't meet my expectations, I always got this one. So this one, expectations were met. That's why it gets a 10. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Stay tuned. We're going to be having a look at something a little bit different. Pardon what I say in the next batch of reviews, because I did film them a week ago. It's the Saturday before I upload this one that I'm filming it, so it's a little bit different. So hope you guys enjoyed this review. Stay tuned for something different. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.